Yesterday, the Frankfurt fans stormed the pitch after beating West Ham to guarantee their place in the Europa League Final. And I've got to say, I haven't seen a group of Germans this happy since ever. So in typical Football Moments YouTube channel fashion, we are going to be trying our best to break this down frame by frame. It's kind of hard since there aren't that many good shots from on the pitch itself, and most of the camera angles are pretty far away. And just in general, there's not too much distinguishable here. It's just a lot of abject chaos, but we all love abject chaos, so let's take a look at these stewards, who simply have a 0% chance at doing their jobs properly. The earliest footage I could find had groups of fans already swarming over top of the barriers. The gates are open, we don't know who opened them, but they're gaining a lot of momentum against these stewards trying to hold them back. Trying to stop these fans at this point is like trying to stop a piss midstream. You can do it, but it's probably just gonna cause more harm than good. Here, this is one of my highlights of the incident. We're getting into it immediately. These ultras are wheeling down their homie who's handicapped, helping their friend take part in the pitch invasion. Everyone out there watching this video right now, you need to have friends like these. We can see this guy, who I think is on the security team, who's on the phone right now, basically saying that we're gonna need riot police. I mean, by this point, the stewards gave up, and I don't blame them. This is like trying to shield yourself from a tsunami using a pair of swimming goggles. Though, some of the stewards actually do an incredible job of finding nearby West Ham players and getting them to safety into the locker room. It just leaves you to wonder, where were those stewards to protect that ball boy from David Moyes?
He could have been killed.
I think this is Craig Dawson over here, just Giga Chad doesn't care that there's thousands of Germans running straight towards him, and he disappears deep into the crowd. This West Ham player is trying to shake hands with a Frankfurt player, but the Frankfurt player is just mobbed by fans. For the most part, the West Ham players were largely ignored as the fans were choosing to celebrate with their own team, instead of being mega cringe and celebrating against their opponents, unlike some teams we know that aren't capable of winning their semifinals. But admittedly, it was pretty hard to track the West Ham players because most of them got out of there pretty quick and got to the locker room, while the others just disappeared into a sea of white. Glasner here looks like he's wading through complete chaos. I don't think he's even going anywhere specific, just wandering around as random people come up to hug him while pyrotechnics go off and flags wave in the background. This looks like a scene out of a Lord of the Rings movie. And this West Ham medical staff member looks just... oh, dude. Man, this dude looks sad. He looks like he just got done watching a commercial asking him to adopt a dog. Okay, this here is actually my favorite part. The fans are mobbing Hinteregger. I don't think I pronounced that right. But the fans are mobbing him. Everyone wants a photo. Everyone wants to celebrate. Meanwhile, this guy is just standing with his hands in his pockets turning around. He looks like he joined the crowd yelling, "Yeah, let's mob the pitch!" And now that he's gotten here, he just doesn't know what to do with himself. Like a dog that finally caught that car it was chasing. Considering the chaos around him, he looks incredibly relaxed and zen. I hope that one day I have as much control over my emotions as he does. Lord knows that David Moyes could use a lesson or two from him. Now, as a large portion of the crowd makes its way across the entire pitch, you will notice this large cluster of people not wearing white. Yeah, those are the West Ham away fans. So a potentially dangerous situation is beginning to brew here, as the Frankfurt fans make their way across the pitch and start launching taunts at the West Ham fans from the field. And this goes on all until the riot police roll in. Nothing kills a party quite like beanbag rounds and tear gas. Though actually, I'm not quite sure what the riot police did to disperse this crowd. I don't think it was tear gas. I don't think it was beanbag rounds. I think that's just my experience as an American talking. Though as an American, we're probably lucky if we just get beanbag rounds and tear gas, but anyways. The riot police push them back to midfield, doing their best to keep a high line. They probably have the offsides trap naturally built into their tactical setup as well, and they do an excellent job of maintaining that high line, as no Frankfurt fan even tries to burst in behind. This is world-class defending here. Wherever Harry Maguire is, he should be taking notes. Meanwhile, though, the German fans just partied on their half of the field, basically until they got bored and went home. So, what did we learn today? We learned that Frankfurt fans are some of the most passionate in all of Europe. It might do David Moyes a bit of good to get some therapy and never mess around with the German riot police. Thank you so much for watching my video today. If you're not subscribed, then personally, just me here speaking, I think you're missing out. I make videos on football topics every single day, and it's free to subscribe. And you made it to the end of the video, clearly you like it, so I promise that you won't regret hitting subscribe. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day today, and peace out. Take it easy.